Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins-Dusty.
Here.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Jacobs.
Here.
Councilman Rova. Councilman Keenan.
Here.
Councilman Sedano.
Here.
Councilman Baldwin.
Here.
Councilman Mazza.
Here.
President Gonzalez.
Here. Please stand for the prayer and pledge of allegiance led by Councilman Keenan.
Almighty God, as we legislate in our community, in a strong sense of justice and fair play permeate all we do. Above all, may we seek out your holy will. Give us the strength to follow it, regardless of all your considerations. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is a regular meeting of the City Council as incorporated in the annual meetings notice of 2012, which was filed in the City Clerk's office and posted on the bulletin board on December 27, 2011, and sent to the Star Ledger and Home News Tribune in compliance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law of New Jersey. I will now open the public speaking portion of the meeting. Is there anyone present who would like to address City Council at this time? Sir, your name and address for the record. Thank you.
George This is President Gonzalez. Good evening, Mr. Sedano, Councilman Goldman, and the rest of you.
Good evening.
At times, President Gonzalez, I and others, we reminisce of Elizabeth the way it used to be about 20, 30 years ago. It used to be a beautiful town. We remember always, we remember Poppy's store. We remember the 3 theaters that we had. We also remember the population that we had, which was true diversity. And of course the Morris section that was a very nice place and now has kind of run down. And looking at Elizabeth today, I and some other fellows, Third Ward, all-time Elizabethans, we're in dismay. Elizabeth seems to have become a ghetto of sorts. If one would look at grocery during the day, it's just a horrible picture. And I and others were discouraged that planning wasn't thought, for example, on Mora Avenue, we have 6 different cell phone stores. Grocery is an eyesore. We're kind of disappointed that the planning board and the zoning board didn't keep the graphic character of Elizabeth, to keep it as a nice town. As I said, now it results as a ghetto. Thank you.
Is there anyone else present that would like to address City Council at this time? Again, is there any taxpayer or resident present that would like to address City Council at this time? Seeing none, I close the public speaking portion of the meeting. I'd like to recognize Councilman Emmanuel. Okay, we'll move on to public hearings.
Ordinance number 4290, granting encroachment permit to Kleinfelder East, Inc., Hamilton, New Jersey, on behalf of ExxonMobil Environmental Services Company to install 4 soil borings in the access road to the Department of Public Works Maintenance Facility and 1 monitoring well in the Atlantic Street right-of-way in the vicinity of the access road to the Department of Public Works Maintenance Facility.
You've heard the reading of ordinance number 4290. Is there anyone present who would like to speak on ordinance number 4290? Once again, you've heard the reading of ordinance number 4290. Is there anyone present who would like to speak on ordinance number 4290? Seeing none, I close the public hearing on ordinance number 4290.
Ordinance number 4291, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Amparo Laredo, 414 Marshall Street.
You've heard the readings of ordinance number 4291. Is there anyone present who would like to address ordinance number 4291? Once again, you've heard the reading of ordinance number 4291. Is there anyone present who would like to address ordinance number 4291? Seeing none, I close the public hearing on ordinance number 4291.
Ordinance number 4292, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Gladys R. Leyva, 622 4th Avenue.
You've heard the reading of ordinance number 4292. Is there anyone present who would like to address ordinance number 4292? Once again, you've heard the reading of ordinance number 4292. Is there anyone present who would like to speak on ordinance number 4292? Seeing none, I close the public hearing on ordinance number 4292. The Historic Midtown Residence Special Improvement District budget for calendar year 2012 in the amount of $317,187.50. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on this ordinance? Once again, is there anyone present who would like to speak on the budget? Seeing none, I close the public speaking portion of the meeting on the budget. We will now move on to, with the consent of my colleagues, I will dispense with the reading of the petitions and communications and reports of city officers and move on to ordinances on first reading.
Ordinance number 4294, granting encroachment permit to the Kleinfelder, Hamilton, New Jersey, on behalf of ExxonMobil Environmental Services Company to perform environmental remediation work within the public right-of-way of South 5th Street and 3rd Avenue to include 8 soil borings, 2 temporary well points, and 2 monitoring wells pursuant to New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection regulations.
You have heard the reading of ordinance number 4294. What is your pleasure? Will the ordinance be revoked? Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jackas. Councilman Grover. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Gollman. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez.
Aye. Ordinance number 4294 passes on first reading.
Ordinance number 4295, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Santa Neva, 173 J Street.
You've heard the reading of ordinance number 4295. What is your pleasure? Move the ordinance to the vote, Mr. President. Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jackas. Councilman Grover. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Gollman. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez.
Aye. Ordinance number 4295 passes on first reading. Public hearing and further consideration of the foregoing ordinances shall take place at the City Council meeting to be held Tuesday, March 27, 2012 at 7:30 p.m. We'll now move on to ordinances on final passage.
Ordinance number 4290, granting encroachment permit to Kleinfelder East Inc., Hamilton, New Jersey, on behalf of ExxonMobil Environmental Services Company to install 4 soil borings in the access road to the Department of Public Works Maintenance Facility and 1 monitoring well on the Atlantic Street right-of-way in the vicinity of the access road to the Department of Public Works Maintenance Facility.
You've heard the reading of ordinance number 4290. What is your pleasure? Move the ordinance to the vote. Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jackas. Councilman Grover. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Gollman. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez.
Aye. Ordinance number 4290 passes on final.
Ordinance number 4291, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Amparo Laredo, 414 Marshall Street.
You heard the reading of ordinance number 4291. What is your pleasure? Move the ordinance to the vote. Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jackas. Councilman Grover. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Gollman. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez. 24th Avenue.
You've heard the reading of ordinance number 4292. What is your pleasure?
The ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jacobs. Councilman Rowland.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Gollman. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez.
Aye. Ordinance number 4292 passes on final. We will now move on to new business.
Adopt the calendar year 2012 Midtown Elizabeth Special Improvement District budget in the amount of $317,187.50. Authorize an amendment to the fiscal year 2012 budget to insert as an item of revenue a County of Union Night Watch Program 2012 grant in the amount of $20,000. Confirm the appointment of Suzette Cavadas, Esquire, to serve as temporary municipal prosecutor for a one-year period. Confirm the appointment of Kevin D. Harris, Esquire, to serve as temporary municipal prosecutor for a one-year period. Authorize the proper city officials to submit an application to the local finance board to participate in the New Jersey Environmental Trust 2012 financing program to finance the Midtown Infrastructure Project in an amount not to exceed $7,500,000 with an interest rate less than 1/2 of regular financing. Authorize a resolution determining the form and other details of not exceeding $7,500,000 general obligation bonds of the City of Elizabeth and providing for their sale to the New Jersey Environmental Infrastructure Trust and the State of New Jersey pursuant to the State Fiscal Year 2012 New Jersey Environmental Infrastructure Trust Financing Program for funding the city's Midtown area storm and sanitary sewer project. A resolution authorizing the execution and delivery of loan agreements to be executed by the City of Elizabeth and each of the New Jersey Environmental Infrastructure Trust in the State of New Jersey, acting by and through the Department of Environmental Protection, and further authorizing the execution and delivery of an escrow agreement, all pursuant to the State Fiscal Year 2012 New Jersey Environmental Infrastructure Trust Financing Program for funding the city's Midtown area storm and sanitary sewer project.
You've heard the reading of the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolution for a vote.
Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jacobs. Councilman Rowland.
Abstain on the two attorneys. Aye and everything else.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Gollman. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez.
Aye. All resolutions passed.
Approve the cash management plan of the City of Elizabeth for the period January 1, 2012 through December 31st, 2012. Authorize the tax collector to establish rules and regulations for the payment of taxes and to fix the rate of interest to be charged for delinquent taxes, assessments, water and sewer charges, etc. Authorize the award of a contract to Admiral Insurance Company, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, through the agent of record Hughes Plummer and Associates to renew a policy of insurance covering public officials and employees' liability for the period January 31, 2012 to January 31, 2013, and an annual premium of $69,874.13. Authorize the award of contract to David Weber Oil Company, Carlstadt, New Jersey, for the purchase of automotive lubricants, oil, and grease and hydraulic oils for various departments for the period February 29, 2012 through March 29, 2012, at a cost not to exceed $10,000. Authorize the award of a respective contract to Bank of America Staples, Framingham, Massachusetts, for the purchase of office supplies for various departments at a cost not to exceed $200,000, and to W.B. Mason, Inc., Secaucus, New Jersey, for the purchase of toner and cartridges for printers and fax machines at a cost not to exceed $80,000 under the Somerset County Cooperative Purchasing Contract for the period March 5, 2012 through January 31, 2013, at a total cost of $280,000.
You've heard the reading of the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolution for a vote.
Moved and and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jacobs. Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedano. Councilman Gall. Councilman Mazza. President Gonzalez.
Aye. All resolutions passed.
Authorize the award of a contract regarding state highway products, Vineland, New Jersey, for the purchase of reflective sheeting for the Department of Public Works for the period February 29, 2012 through March 31, 2012, at a cost not to exceed $10,000. Authorize the award of a contract to Allied Oil, LLC, Hillsborough, New Jersey, for the purchase of gasoline for the Public Works Marina for the period March 2, 2012 through March 1, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $300,000. Authorize the proper city officials to enter into a contract with the Birdsall Service Group, Cranford, New Jersey, for professional services related to receptor evaluations for 3 sites: 74 through 82 Livingston Street, 119 to 127 Front Street, and the Midtown Urban Development Project, in the sum of $18,500. Authorize the award of a contract to Underground Utilities Corporation, Linden, New Jersey, for the North Avenue Flood Control Project at a cost of, $1,973,102.25.
You've heard the reading of the resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Resolutions for vote.
Moved and seconded. Are there any comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Jacobs. Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Excuse me. Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Goldman.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
Getting hot. Getting warm. President Gonzalez.
Aye. All resolutions passed.
Okay. Authorize an amendment to a resolution adopted August 25, 2011 for a third-party agreement with McGill Real Estate Holdings LLC for rehabilitation of 2-unit building located at 325 Fulton Street. Thank you. It's getting warm in here. 325 Fulton Street in the amount of $150,000, specifically to increase the amount of funds an additional $190,000. To enable McGill Real Estate Holdings LLC to rehabilitate a 3-family house located at 200 Livingston Street. Change the terms of the loan from a deferred payment loan to a repayable loan, not to exceed 50% of net cash flow, consistent with the rules and regulations of a third-party agreement, as required under the terms of the New Jersey State Neighborhood Stabilization Program. Establish a handicap parking space in front of the premises located at 743 Jefferson Avenue. Authorize the Board of Education and governing body to jointly find a suitable location for a new school. Designate May 22nd, 2012 as Youth and City Government Day and appoint Councilman Frank J. Cuesta as chair. Pay utilities.
Heard the reading of the resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolutions for vote.
Moved and seconded. Are there any comments?
Mr. President, Madam Clerk, did we get any response? I asked about 200 Livingston Street, if there was a commercial space in that building. Could we send that letter again requesting information, please?
The clerk will follow up. Has not gotten a response yet, Councilman. Okay. Councilman Mazza.
Mr. President, at the pre-council meeting, I request a list of who were the councilmen or council lady that served as the Newton City government then the last 6 years. And we
The clerk has gotten that information for you. She has that for you, Councilman.
President, I just had something. Thank you. At the pre-council meeting, I know the Board of Education requested to parade on the 21st, but I don't see it here on the agenda. First, just to confirm that. That's not something.
The Board of Education has confirmed that they will not be holding a festival as required under the code for a festival.
Okay.
Okay, everything is going to be inside the gymnasium.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dustin. Aye. Councilman Jacobs. Aye. Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Ballman.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Gonzalez.
Aye, all resolutions passed. Commendation, we have Matthew A. Lopes, who will be receiving his Eagle Scout Award. Are there any other commendations? Memorials. Representative Donald M. Payne, Newark of the 10th Congressional District, Angelina Nairo Galazzo, Margaret Ruth Donegan. Are there any other memorials? Okay, Sina, please stand for a moment of silence. Motion adjourned. So moved.